Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be playing around with some new makeup products that I haven't gotten around to playing around with. And that being this eyeshadow palette here called Khaki from Huda Beauty. This is a Khaki Haze. You can see the haze word somewhere in here. There are several different mini palettes like this one that I'm going to be reviewing here on my channel later on. Hopefully this week, if not by next week. But this is what this eyeshadow palette looks like. And obviously I used it for today's look. I'm going to show you guys how I came about this entire look. I also am going to be using the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Brighten and Correct Duo. This one is in the color 3W, and on one side of this Secret Camouflage stick from Laura Mercier, you can use it to brighten up underneath the eye area, which is what I did today. But it also has it's double-ended. It has another side for correctors. So if you have blemishes and you're feeling like a no makeup kind of day, then you just go over with the corrector and tap it into your skin for like just a light coverage in those areas. But again, I only used it with the brightening side of the stick. Here are swatches of the shade 3W. You can see here this is obviously the brighten under the eye area, and this one here is a corrector to cover up any blemishes that you may have. But yeah, I really liked this product. You guys will see it in action shortly. This video will be a voiceover, so it's going to be quite short, but I hope you guys like it anyway because this is such a pretty like bronzy look. I was kind of inspired by the Kardashians. You know, they always have these beautiful bronze makeup looks. I even did the middle parting like they've been doing. So hope you guys are into it. Let's go ahead and get started with today's tutorial.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you, set up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't wanna be.
I'm going to begin by using the JUVIAS Place Prep Eye Primer, and this one is in the shade number 2. I just recently purchased it and I've been loving this primer. I also did a full face using only JUVIAS Place. If you guys are interested, I'll have it linked up above. I normally like to apply the primer to the back of my hand and then dip a mini sponge right into that primer and then apply it all over the eyelid. Now going into the Khaki Haze eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be taking this shade right here. These eyeshadows do not have any names on them, but I'm going to be showing you guys every color that I'm going to be using. I am applying this shade in a packing motion all throughout the crease area, and then very slowly I'm going to begin to work out these edges. As I'm blending, I'm noticing that it just blends wonderful, but I start to lose a lot of that pigment. So once it's blended out through the crease area, I'm going to go back in and build up on the same exact color right in there just to intensify the crease. And now I'm grabbing this shade here, and I'm using this as a transition shade just to blend out that previous color. We're going to move along to this next shade, which is like a mauve-y pinkish color, applying it underneath the brow, just in between those colors, just so that we have everything well blended. You don't want to go like from a dark color into just your eyebrow. You want to have that next subtle shade, which is this one, and I really liked it. This eyeshadow palette actually retails for $29, and you get a total of 9 eyeshadows in this little palette, which, I mean, they're pretty good sized pans, and I mean, if you want to, you know, treat yourself, then definitely get this eyeshadow palette. They do have other eyeshadows that are kind of like the same layout, and they're part of this. It's called like the Haze Obsession eyeshadow palette. There's going to be more. There's 3 of them, and I have all 3. So I'll do other tutorials using the other 2 eyeshadow palettes. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel so that you can stay up to date with me and my tutorials, girl. Moving along to some shimmers. This here is a golden shade, which I thought it was so pretty, so I just had to apply it to the center of the eye. I just went in with my finger, but then I realized I kind of wanted it to look a little bit more on the foiled side. So I went in with a brush, and I also sprayed the brush with some setting spray and just began to reapply it to the center of the eye. To warm up the outer edges, I wanted to also take this kind of warm, orangey, shimmery shade, like a copper color, and I started to apply it to the outer edges of the center shadow. Once I did that, I went back in with that first original shade that I started this look off with, and I applied it to the outer corners just to warm up those outer corners, of course. I cleaned up the under eye area just to show you guys what, I mean, obviously I had to do it anyway, but I wanted to show you guys how much fallout I experienced with these eyeshadows here. I'm also using this Huda Beauty mascara, and it's double-ended. One side it's supposed to lengthen and curl your eyelashes, and on the other side it's supposed to just add some volume, which you guys can see here, the comparison of my before and after eyelashes. This is what the applicator also looks like, just so that you guys can get a close-up of this mascara here. For today's makeup look, I'm going to be using my eyelashes in the style Twilight, which are currently sold out. But I should have these relaunched by Friday, so make sure you guys do follow my business on Facebook. I mean, we're everywhere. You can find my business on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, all of the platforms my business will be on, so you guys can just keep up to date with my business and new goodies. So stay tuned. I'm super excited about so many new things coming to my business. For my face primer, I'm using the Huda Beauty Water Jelly, which I've been loving because it's very, very hydrating if you experience dry skin. Make sure you have the correct primer so that your skin just stays nice and hydrated throughout the day. I'm also pairing this up with one of my favorite foundations. It just has not been my shade until now. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, and I'm using the shade 365C. This was so dark when I bought it, but I bought it around summertime and I started to get like, I grew into this color, and a year later, it's probably expired now, but I'm still using it, girl, and it's become my shade now that I'm spending a lot of time at the park for my kids' baseball games. So I love the finish of this foundation. It's so good, and I just wanted to wear it for today and get that luminous glow. And now I'm using the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Corrector. I'm using the brightening side of this concealer under the eye area. As you guys can see, it does kind of like brighten up underneath there. You guys will see a whole transformation as soon as I start to blend this out. What I like about this concealer is the fact that you don't feel like it's too much. Sometimes when I'm using more of those liquid concealers, I feel like I put way too much. Even if I just dab a little bit, I still like, I don't know, girl, I just feel like it's too much. But this one is just the right amount of coverage, and it doesn't feel too heavy under your eye area. I'm also using the same exact mini sponge. I believe this one was from BoxyCharm last month. By the way, I'll have my BoxyCharm video up. I just received it today. It's so late in the month, but again, I continue to express to you guys that I no longer receive my BoxyCharm early in the month like I used to, so bear with me. I'll have that video up later in the month and teach you guys how to achieve a beautiful look using this month's box. I'm also going to be using the Juvia's Place Sahara powder. This is not translucent. It's more like my skin, it's a little bit brightening underneath the eye area, but I have to set my under eye area or else I'll get a lot of creasing. So I'm just pushing a lot of that powder in with a little mini sponge as well. And I want to continue to have that glow within the skin. So I'm just applying it to the areas where I do get super oily. I'm also hitting pan on this contour palette from e.l.f. that I bought maybe a month or two ago when I did my full face of using only e.l.f. I've been loving this palette so much, and I just remember, like, you know, this is how it all started for me making YouTube videos with the most affordable makeup products that I had. And but this product is so good. I'm just like so happy that I picked it up again, and I definitely have to go get another one because I'm hitting pan. Another product that I picked up when I was doing my full face of e.l.f. is this bite-size blush and highlighter duo. I'm going to be applying the blush. I just love peachy blushes. I'm also going to be applying the highlighter just to add a little bit more glow to the skin. For my lips today, I'm using the Laura Mercier Baby Lips Lip Pencil. And I'm pairing it with the BUXOM Fly Girl lipstick. I love this lipstick. It does add a plumping effect as well. Some of my favorite lip products are from BUXOM, so if you guys have not tried this brand for lipsticks, lip glosses, and all of that, you should definitely give it a try. Another product that is very new to the beauty industry is the Professional Super Setter from Benefit. This is a long-lasting makeup setting spray. I just love how it mists onto the face and it helps lock in your makeup. It softens the look of your pores and it just feels really weightless. I've been definitely loving this, and yeah, that completes today's makeup look. That completes today's mini tutorial on this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed the bronzy makeup look. I was, again, inspired by the Kardashians, and I mean, I don't really see them wearing that many shimmers, but still, it looks bronzy, and I really like it. So I hope you guys do as well. Be sure to give my video a thumbs up if you did enjoy today's video. Also, subscribe to my channel in case you haven't done so already. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to just sit down and hang out with me. I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!